look to hold it down for a second longer here. Look to hold it in. And Valkyrie is prepared to go hunting. I can see them flying around. You know, they're trying to see if they can get some captures through here, but nothing going to plan just yet.
Thanks for the boost.
Alright, eyes on the fact ultimate charge for Flip is absolutely blasted for same with proxy on the Ultron right there. Hold on a second, Angela's actually out and about. Timmy Valkyrie's running it down on the Asgardian Angel themselves. Let's see if it's going to be a Valkyrie's momentum for going into that action. There it is, big pulse action coming out right now. Flip ended it up right there, landed a pulsars, taking them one, taking two. That's going to be Timmy down, that's going to be 1-2 down. That's going to be 3-4 down, full Vulcan Red, big kicks, taking out Luke, Citrus and Daxu.
Break it out. Break it in, but not going to be able to take anything further for a spin just yet. Still, good holder coming through from the Vicious thus far. Red Voltron coming out from Proxies though. See if they can manage to boot their way through this one. WAP does find the opening KO there. Jag, good to hunt down the Ultron. You know, I was talking about how imperative it is to find that strategist, and they do find the impact there. Tinny Valkyrie with the Eye of Agamotto as well, just really forcing them out of the equation here, but Jet time just to put a further power.
Maelstrom of Madness could be online as well, doing a bit of damage right there, making the momentum happen. Ultron drones are set up, keeping the Vanguard sustained, keeping them nice and ready to go for the next fight. Building up some power, trying to push forward. Vulcan Red still capturing Agamotto in the skies, and it's blocked! Kicked away by Emma right there. Because our big positioning, sorry, that is WAV with the big positioning. Boundaries going up right there. Big sustain pouring in from KBZ. This is Daxu on the sideline, trying to get some picks on the sideline. It's going to have a bit of a duel with the Luna and takes down Riddles.
We'll see if they are going to be able to claim the mission area for their own here. Or the Vicious can bring their way back. They're pretty close to that Karmic Revival. It could come at the right place, the right time, but it's time to get cracking and time to push back into action.
Is right there, the phase shifted Star-Lord making it happen. Come on, Daxu pushing forward to potentially what could be a massive galactic hero moment right there. Head of both worlds is clearing out. It's going to be met with a Sonic Seduction. Jeff is trying to get an opening as well. Citrus is online. Overtime's ticking out. Vulcan Red has the lead. Daxu takes to the skies and absolutely lasers in, taking out Riddle, taking out Full. That's one, that's two, and that's going to be a way of taking out Alcazar. That's 3 down for the Vicious right now, but it doesn't matter because Snipsy there sets it up. Karmic Revival brings a revive, but they don't make it back onto point. They're just not close enough, and Burn It to Charles' first round, of course, on the Imperial Institute of Science goes to Vulcan Red. Gonna be meeting in the middle right there. The Wakandan jet is ready and trying to fly away. 9 seconds till the point opens up. Opportunities for each team right now. Ultimates are pretty fairly equal. Let's see who's going to take the first mark. Proxy's landing some shots. Ionic Pulse is going on the high ground, trying to get some shots onto the backline of the Vicious right now. Ideally, you want to keep lasering forward, keep pressuring those strategists. Don't allow them to heal their vanguards. Make sure they're healing themselves. Isolate the front line, see if you can get the value you need. But Floop is there. Landing the marks of the Phoenix, trying to land some shots on Proxy. He's got some fancy movements in the sky, I'll tell you that. But speaking of fancy, we're seeing the Sonic Solution going out early from Web right there, just to start the fight and pressure the Vicious to start pushing onto point, start boxing them in, seeing if they can get opportunity for Tinny Valk's Agamotto. And there it is, an Agamotto from Jag actually, hitting it, taking out Tinny Valk, giving the stuns they need. Riddles gets the clean pick there. That's the pressure coming out from the backline right there. But the Proxy's Ultron is there to laser on in with the Rage Bolts on, just to keep their team sustained so that they can retreat and regroup sooner rather than later for them. I think they're going to play on the back foot right now, but Floop takes out Dax with a 1v1 on the sidelines, and they're on the back foot right now. Floop's going to be pushing in, and Song Inferno is online if they need. They're very low right now. They're actually getting picked off. They're getting pushed forward on, and Jag takes out Web right there. Floop taking out another. That's massive value for the Vicious right there, as they do, after a long time fighting for the point, do get point contention.
Point. There it is. You see the Psionic Seduction straight in into the fate of both worlds. They've got everything coming out. We do see Song Inferno trying to find impact. There it is now. The Vicious power in through two, looking for more as well, and they will spill it over the edge there. So
just absolute massive AoE pouring out from the Song Inferno. But the Phoenix marks have been set. The flying Agamotto's there, and Jake stuns 1, 2, 3 into a Maelstrom into a double KO. Instantly, triple KO, take it out. 1, 2, 3 of Vulcan Red, and taking out the Quadra, taking out Tinny Valk. It's a Penta! It's a Penta KO from Jack! Taking out right there, Jag, our first Penta KO of the night here in Marvel Rivals Ignite on Burn It T'Challa, which does tie up this bout. It's tied up, Messi, 1-1. They take Stellar Spaceport. It's gonna get decided that Warrior falls. I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh, Oh, it's the point blank portal coming out from Jag. Is it going to be enough for them to pick him? It looks like there's a clean rotation from Vulcan Red, who moves very fast. Again, that's going to happen when you have Citrus on the Jeff. You've got that outsourced speed boost that's just going to keep your team moving very quickly. Even if they do portal, you'll be able to move them right quickly out of there and get into the proper positioning you need. Mission area is unlocking. Vulcan Red has the advantage right now as they are on the line. But as that taken down by Citrus right there. Pressure coming from the Jeff. Born again, they're going to see a massive Karmic Revival start us on. It's a big scoop. It's a big scoop. Citrus has 3. Citrus has 3. Oh, it's so close, but Alcazar takes out Citrus. The Jeff doesn't get the value they need, but they buy some time for the squad. KB7 taking out Web. That's going to take down the Emma. That's going to be big pressure from Invisible Woman. Tini Valkyrie taking out Fluke. That's going to reduce the damage pouring out from the Vicious. And a Magneto Meteor is charged on up. Nobody's priming into it, but it's still going to be impactful, and it's going to get blocked out for now. It's going to be met with a Sonic Seduction poured in from Alcazar right there. And there it is. The Jeff is splashing and healing their team. Boundaries going off. It's on a bond is met as well. Everybody's pouring damage into each other, but they're all sustained and not ready to go down. They keep on fighting. What could be next to turn the fight? It's a big roundhouse kick taken out. Riddle. Holy, it's going off.
It's going off, it's going in, just like the legendary plays you think could be coming in. And there's another one coming through from Proxies there, looking to force them off the mission area, and Vulcan Red succeed. So they will not concede the hold over the mission area. They will continue to build it up to halfway and there beyond. The great benefit out of this situation as well, they've still got the Rage of Ultron online.
Once again, it is going off again when they're going to be born again. That's right, because Citrus has got that Karmic Revival. It's going to be ready online for the end of the next fight, the tail end of the fight, but Proxies is there with Rage of Ultron if they need. And there it is. Extermination has begun from Proxies and is actually going to get barreled into a corner as Riddle's running at them with the fate of both worlds. Starl's in a tough position right now. Daxter holding it down. He's going to need to find a way to take off these high ground duels from the Vicious right there. And it's unfortunately too tough of a position to hold. The high ground poke is too strong coming out from the Vicious right now. They're holding it down. They're pushing it forward. They take Vulcan Red onto the back foot. Vulcan Red do have a chance to contest it. 99% overtime is ticking into their favor though. However, the Vicious are going to be formidable now and not let them take it easy. And Sonya Inferno's going to be crashing on down. It's going to be given value. Daxu takes out Snipsy on the sideline. But you know that's going to lead into a Karmic Revival. Daxu is camping this Karmic Revival. Agamotto in the back line.
And it's going to be Karmic Revival up the front there. Snipsy bringing their team back into fruition here, looking to see if they can get much more. Citrus going downtown. They do get chaos for days into this one, keeping Vulcan Red into the mix here. Wab. Oh my goodness, they kicked Riddles off the map. Oh no, you hate to see it, but you love to see it if you're Vulcan Red. They claim Burden T'Challa for their own. And take a bow. What a first map!
Absolutely divine. Perfection. Absolutely clean. 100-0 for the Vulcan Red. It was hard fought, but they played patiently. Got their lineups right. There it is from Wav. Well-deserved MVP. Definitely putting in the V in MVP as they are. Vulcan Red holding it down. Let's see how it goes. It is actually a start.
To take this one away, who is going to be able to earn their placement here? As I'm already liking what I'm seeing. Duelist-wise from Vulcan Red into this one, you know, they've got all the duelists all ready to go, and they opened the account by taking down the Emma Frost there, and looking to see if they can capture anyone else as well. But you know, I think this is a high pressure composition on the line for them at the moment. You know, they're really focused up and looking to just push that mission vehicle as quickly as possible.
Definitely want to get the value right now. Omega Hurricane's going to be met with a boundary, and it's going to do some big damage. But it's going to be sustained by Sue. Not enough, actually. As Sue's taken down, shutting down the boundary. KB7 falls, 60 falls as well. Kakuni's online. Alcazar taken down by it. Daxu. This is the storm we've been waiting to see. And they're going to bully the Bruce Banner with a... Oh, my days.
Tough one, isn't it? But there's still further opportunities to prime up, and further opportunities to give more into this one. And Jag not going to be able to give any more. Proxies is going to be the one with the shotgun there, trying to get the war done. And
trying to get a pick, and there it is. Wolverine hit the last stand, and absolutely scoops him up, blocked off by the Iron Meteor right there. Gonna give him some sauce, but the Omega Hurricane's gonna be there to be met with the insane Agamotto in the backline, nullifying the chances of getting eliminated. Wab gets out one. That's gonna take another Daxu picking out Riddles right there. That's gonna be 3:30 on the clock. Ready and done is the Bucky C-bombs flying from the Tinny Valkyrie group right there. And just when you think it's over, they keep on pushing, they keep on holding, and Tinny Valkyrie is setting it up on the tunnel right now. It is going to be very tough for the Vicious to try and sustain this here, but both Duelist Ultimates are online.
Online, primed and ready to go. Let's see if they're going to need to use them or whether they can brute force their way in. Ensong Inferno coming out there. Daxu goes down. Final Judgment online. Say goodbye to Floop and many, many more to come. And that's going to be exactly what they needed to push it over to the next checkpoint. Stagger out some KOs as well. And
it's been a while. It's been an absolute while since we've seen Daxu Silent. Let's see if the Dance of the Butterfly can take her first step today. Let's see if the momentum is in their favor. Tinny Valkyrie has the Strangling Prison online, but Snipsy can't go crazy. When least expected with a Kraken impact. Big steal, big kidnap right there, scooping up the group, keeping them away from the enabling right there. Daxu taken out by Jag right there, bringing in power. There is Snipsy, hitting the Kraken impact. Does get one, does get two, take out two. That stops the momentum from Vulcan Red.
3 to one side, as a matter of fact. More so the Vicious here. I think they're looking pretty close, and we'll see. They can take it a little bit closer in a second here. You know, getting Agamotto online going to be really important for them. Really big to stop some of that attacking presence here. But one in the same, Psionic Seduction. Good, a stoppage. Jag jumping around the back. It's going to be a big Meteor M pushing straight up. Not going to be getting anything from it though. So they're going to have to fold back on this one. Psionic Seduction coming over the top there. Just looking to see if they can give a little bit more into this with the Invisible Boundary up as well. There's so much potential they can tap into, but not really getting much from these ults at all. Citrus now jumping in with the Eternal Bond and the Ensong Inferno over the top. Daxu last stand now. Looking to get the band together to get some KOs, and it's all working out with Wab taking advantage.
For Vulcan Red to see if they can push it forward. Barely any meters left for them. Vicious have one final fight to try and hold it down. Floop's there with the Wolverine. Last stand is online. Can he eat a big scoop and do? And there it is! Taking out Tinny Valkyrie and Web. That's going to take 2 down from Vulcan Red. It's going to give him some sauce. Going to give him the power to be able to hold it down for now and recapture.
Oh, there we go. Tinny Valkyrie. Boom over the back there. Locks him in place for a little bit. Not going to be able to take too much of an advantage. Wab looking to bring a big boost down the back. Meteor on attack. They find Riddles and looking for more. Link going to be bringing up the fate of both worlds. Psionic Seduction. Not finding much, but Snipsy is finding everything around the back there. Dance of the Butterfly takes down one strategist, and they're looking for more. Playing the cover. Trying to use the Cloak of Invisibility, but big catch. Snipsy is down and out. Daxu. What a feral leap.
Absolutely slashing, dashing, dance. Oh, Luna right there, the fate of both worlds is going up. Give him sustain. Alcazar hits the clean, keeps pushing Tinny Valkyrie into the wall. Daxu gets taken down as well. It's a big 6K. Clean wipe within literally a millisecond. A wipe from the Vicious, taking out the entirety of Vulcan Red. There is no time to portal, seconds out, and it's done. What an insane last second defense.
Really impressed with how the Vicious held themselves together in the last possible moments there. And wall in to safety, but Floop finally does catch one there. Tinny Valkyrie actually going to be taken out, so a solid beginning coming through from the Vicious here, and now looking to get more KOs where that came from.
To that mark that they held so well on with that clean 6K earlier there. But Bomb Slash was being set up on the corridors, trying to block them out. Magneto Meteor is flying high in the sky, crashing down. Doesn't get the value they need, but sustains nonetheless. Daxu taking out Snipsy. Big KO taking out the Storm. And there it is. Speaking of another Storm, we're talking about someone who's going to fight like a Storm in this guy. And there it is. Floop taking out the Magneto. Anti-Vanguard is on the mire right there. Pulling the forward. Daxu taking out Riddles. There it is.
Oh, here we go. It's time for that Omega Hurricane. Coming out from Snipsy here. Freedom Charge from Tinny Valkyrie as well. Ready to see what they can find from it. But not much going to be found from Snipsy this time. Just using it to force a bit of space there. But the space is still going to be held off. Big Feral Leap once again. They do get the catch. Now Magneto down. All the same for Tinny Valkyrie. And everybody onto the chopping block here. They're trying to stall the mission vehicle. But Yeah, really need to burn through them as quick as they possibly can. Speaking of, invisible boundary coming up here, and more where that came from. Big damage coming through from Snipsy there. Meteor M online here. Wav trying to stop them, but it's the Galactic Legend which could get them over the line into this one, and maybe not. The Vicious taking advantage as Floop dumping in, taking down those strategists there. Goodbye to Citrus, and many more where that came from, but
their first map in this series. Let's see how it unfolds. Daxu's got 40% to charge, switches to the Bucky, maybe a bit more impactful of a pick. Citrus has the fate of both worlds. Ideally, they want to match that pace and try to get the Agamotto lined up, just as they did right there. They're all stunned, but they haven't been able to push in as they pushed back with the Thorn Slash Wall. Snipsy does get picked off by Daxu there. That does give the numbers advantage to Vulcan Red. Looks like the Vicious playing on the back foot, but they're getting poked out right now. Shots are being poured in, Sustain is being poured in as well. The Vicious keep Sustain and play it smart and safe and move back so they can regroup once they're a full team again.
That they can regroup, reconvene here and see what they can do with it all, but the ones who have a lot they can do here is Vulcan Red right now. You know, they're trying to hold those ults. Well, not for long. Kraken Impact coming online for Daxu there. Not really going to be able to do too much with it. Fate of both worlds coming online. Last Stand as well. Meteor Ram online. And now Final Judgment. That could be the one to get him over the line already. Playing Floop there. Looking to see if they can scoop through another KO or two as well. The damage pumping around the back. Bump it up, bump it down. And no one goes down as a result. They find only one KO. It's one and done. But at least they forced the Vicious away from the mission vehicle here. But one in the same, the team is taking a ton of damage right now, and the KOs are starting to favor the Vicious. It's all falling apart right now. This could be the home stretch, locked and loaded. Unless they can stall the card, it's make or break for Vulcan Red.
And I will say they got about 2-3 ultimates online for the next fight, but it looks like the Vicious are going to push the pace early, setting up with the fate of both worlds. Dax is there with the Kraken Impact. Isn't going to get the value they need. Freezers are going out.
Going out, going in, and ready to see what else they can take from it. Final Judgment are trying to bump up the damage there. Invisible Boundary going to keep them up, but they're getting taken down by the Maelstrom there. Bloop once again punished out of this one. Daxu finds the KO on a Jag as well, looking to lock down on the strategist here, and they continue to deliver work.
Trying to make it happen on this map. Let's see who's going to take this map. Kraken Impact starts it up and winds up early up from Daxu. Is it going to be enough to get the resets? They're going to see the Strangling Prisms going out. Kraken Impact this time coming out from Daxu. Is it going to be enough to get one? They go for Jag. They get the reset. They're pushing forward. They take out Kazar. They get another reset. That's taking one. But the bounties there to deny the rest of the resets. They're going to have to play on the back foot for now. Luke is there. Give us Sustain. Taking out Fluke. That's going to be one to one. But the Final Judgment is coming out from Proxies. Who's drilling it on down through. Snipsy's taken down. The Invisible Woman's on the back foot, and they're trying to get a beak, and he goes for the days, and he does manage to catch the bottom into the Agamotto from TV Valkyrie. Maelstrom of Madness, 1-2. Is anybody there from the Vicious to hold it down? It's just KB7 and Vulcan Red do manage to hold it down and claim Yggdrasil and claim the second map in this series and claim victory here tonight in Ignite.
What a series it was, and incredible work coming out from Vulcan Red there. They will claim the series and claim their stance on the group stage here. A clean sweep against the likes of the Vicious. Proxies locking it down for the MVP there, and amazing work they put in on that Punisher. Going to be an amazing run coming through from them. Just a very